to be a multi-pronged approach, though. I do think that
Yeah.
you have to come against, with some force, you have to
Mm.
come against
Oh,
these
definitely.
terrorists. And certainly when you have everyday people, quote unquote, villagers, informing us that there are helicopters showing up in the middle of the night in these very kind of isolated areas, that they see white men or people who look white anyway who are in charge of these helicopters, and they're bringing a lot of goods and things. Nigeria should be very concerned about that.
Mm.
And so at the very least, figure out where are these people getting all their arms from, cut off that route, and then let's see who needs to die because they don't want to
Yeah.
become a productive citizen, even as we're creating opportunities, hopefully, for people to have a way to
Right.
live. I mean, the North used to produce so much food.
Yes.
Food
Exactly.
items that we are now importing. I remember as a child, and I know I'm old, but I'm not that old, but I
Yeah.
remember as a child, hills. When I say hills, I'm talking, they look like mountains of
Pyramids.
bags of groundnuts, of
Pyramids of
millet,
groundnuts.
all
Yes.
of this stuff that we produce.
Right.
I remember as a child, because we lived in the Southeast, and it was like we would take trips, sometimes with my parents, sometimes with my mother. We would go up north to buy food in bulk because we had a big family. But my mother, we would buy food in bulk and bring back, big bags of baskets of onions and tomatoes and everything else. And so how in a generation, in half
Right.
a generation, we have gone from feeding ourselves to importing and being so dependent on inferior food
Right.
Yes.
that costs us an arm and a leg, and now our people are not employed. It has to be a multi-pronged approach.
Right.
Mm.
But no, this idea of people being attacked, people being kidnapped. There was a school where they kidnapped 300 boys.
Right.
It's
Okay.
right.
So
It's discriminate at this time. But of course, as a woman, we also know that when we are kidnapped, the chances that other things are going to be done to us are exponentially higher. And I just have to raise that point as well.
okay. So the multi-pronged approach is not going to be delivered by the current government in Nigeria, as it is.
No, it won't. No, it
So
won't.
we can take it from any and every angle. We're going to come
No, it
back to the
won't.
same location that I'm advocating, unless we have the kind of governments that we have in the Sahel states. We are practicing insanity.
Brother, how do we get that government
No, we
in
need
Nigeria?
revolutions. I mean, we need revolutions. We need to change these types of people just coming there for the sake of changing over. No,
Mm.
if you change, you have to say, this is how I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to emulate these three guys. Nigeria has one
Okay,
of the largest
stop.
armies in Africa,
I'm
right?
going off the topic right now, but so where would you put Kanu with IPOB and the fact that he's now been sentenced? Is he the kind of revolutionary we're looking for?
There are many. I can't say if he's the right one, but I know there are many brilliant, intelligent Nigerians, who demonstrated in the past, in the 60s and 70s, Nigerians used to launch a lot of intervention all the time. And they would come out, they would articulate visions very clearly. They must still be around somewhere. We need to see that. And we're not seeing that.